Hey, Shalom, love Christ, peace and love support Tazaryach here, man. The ISUPK under command of Yahanna. Who do we have here right now, man?
It's Police Officer 500.
Okay, I think it's. I mean, so, you say your name is Police Officer Yahanna?
Yeah.
And can you tell me what that name means?
It means lion in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Fierce nigga.
Okay.
Dangerous out here.
He said fierce nigga. Yeah, man. Okay, so you basically living up to that name, right?
Yeah, I try to live up to what the Ottawa gave me. You know what I'm saying? I guess they seen something about me that resembles a lion. Like a lion. Lion is a great leader. He roars pretty loud.
Right.
He's like fierce. He ain't the biggest, the joke. He ain't the tallest, he ain't the strongest.
Right.
He walks like a kid.
Right.
I guess they seen that mentality. When I had that zeal to come into the truth, like every young brother, and this young man, they gave me that.
One side credit. So how did you come in the truth, man? How long? Matter of fact, how long have you been in the truth? Before we get to that.
I want to say I've been in the truth probably 4 years now. It's 4 years, like 2020, like into 2019.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got off a tour in Afghanistan. And I was in the United States military, Army. You know what I'm saying? I was doing research while I was over there. And, one of the, I can say white, right? One of the white folks, one of my sergeants, had told me something. And it just reminded me of something my uncle brought out to me when I was like a young man, a kid. And when he said something that threw me off and I started seeing certain things, I looked up like one of the military Yahanna classes. I used to be able to I started going back to it. And when I think the first class I seen was like they were talking about Christ was black. And me being an inquisitive type of thing, you know what I'm saying? I started trying to find out like I think he was talking about how they was in Europe, Russian icons.
Right.
Started to see how much the book was, you know, stepping out. I looked online, I seen it. I even had it in the background of my phone before I was
right.
Before I knew anything, I was watching YouTube. When I finally came back, I had a rib, had a baby on the way, so I finally was like, all right, time to be life. Right. I can't just be on the border and tiptoe in the truth.
Right.
So I finally called up the school. I called up the school. I think I called the Philly school while I was in North Carolina, Fayetteville. And they gave me the camp leader. I think it was Captain Yahanna. Called him. And he put me on the office line. I didn't know it was a school out there. It was such a small town. And I realized how big ISUPK was. And the first thing I seen when I came to my first class, a big brother named Officer Bakaya. Him and Officer Paul, they like brothers, right? And he picks out a tower and gets to the door. I'm scared as hell. I was like, oh, he is like the right address. And I went in there. My red tell me to this day when I first was in class, she also brought me out to the class. She said I was lit up. Like I was smiling one time, like I was fine. I was in the class. I was going home. And on. It was like a comforting feeling. I finally felt at peace, or like I was supposed to be there. My dad used to say I always wanted to be a part of something. I finally found something that was actually relevant. I tried to find it. I finally found it. I finally found it. I actually did. When he hit me with that welcome home, Officer 5,000 sign, I hit me with that welcome home, that y'all hit home. I changed everything, the structure of my household, how I was like acting with my wife. When I finally had a baby and I worked to raise them, then on, green light. He told me once that oil in your head, but now you can't run no more. You better run now before the oil touches you.
Right.
Gone. Since then.
Right. Now. did say he was in the U.S. Army, though, right? And I know in the UPK, we really, we're against it, but we know brothers and sisters are in there. We, they do their little time in there. Like, I want to know, how, what made you want to join the U.S. Army? You understand? I want to know what made you. What was it because you needed the money? You know how some brothers they go for the money and the school and all that type of stuff. Like, what made you want to go?
So before I joined the Army, I was working at Target electronics. And I was like smoking my weed and carrying on in the streets. Like, I'm from the generation of kids out here with switches, it's wild out here.
Right.
I just was just doing dumb stuff, and out of my group of friends, I just was like always like, I need to do something. Like I can't be like this forever. I thought the military, being in the world, military was usually the answer. The guy that recruiter came to my job, he gave me the spiel of, saying, yeah, get you right, it's a brotherhood, false reality, the false hope of finding a brotherhood to be a part of. Like I said earlier, my dad told me I always had that spirit of wanting to be a part of like some type of brotherhood, some type of army, some type of nation.
Right.
I was like every black man, you have a longing to be a part of something. I guess I had to feel strong want for that. I wanted to do that, be a part of something forever. I always had some type of not the best business. That's how I got in there. I fell for the trick, what they call it. I drank the Kool-Aid for a little bit, and I thought the Army was life for a little bit. I had the G.I. Joe fame, and better say sergeant, or saying, you ain't go 5 miles today, you eat, you want to sick calls like the hospital, like if something hurt, you better go like suck it up. I was like that for a little bit. So I met brothers that was in the military. They broke it down to me. Truth ain't just filled with criminals. We got all aspects of life. Everybody from well came into it. That's why I'm so grateful for it, because this isn't nothing like actual brotherhood. I can call it brotherhood. So, like if I just need a drink, and me and my red going at my wife, hey bro, I just don't want to be here. Brother, like let's go. And that's how brothers treat me. But when I first built my house, I was a trooper at the time. Brothers is coming, you got a house? Boom. They brothers ISUPK and ISUPK. I was like, man, I give you money, whatever. They ain't want the money. You know what I'm saying? They just said, give me a bottle.
So yeah, all he asked for was a bottle of Remy, the clear John, not the green John. And he gave me a washer and a dryer for my first house, you know what I'm saying? And brothers was always asking, like, you need this, you need that. You know, how I grew up, my father was always like independent. He ain't like help. So that's kind of how I was raised. So I was like a little standoffish at first, you know what I'm saying? But then you start to realize this is just your first time experiencing real brotherhood or real love, you know what I'm saying? So as a nigga coming from the world, you like, damn, these niggas weird. These niggas weird. They keep talking, they try to come around, they try to make sure I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through whatever I'm with my rib, they making sure I'm all right. And then it got to a point where they're the first persons I called before my actual blood, like blood brothers and people I was in Philly with, you know what I'm saying? Because these people actually show actual love for me. And that actually helped me that was like helping me pull stronger into the truth, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, they did things like give me washers. Oh, another brother, Officer Bacarel, he gave me his damn car. I think he let me hold his car for a whole year after I got into an accident so I could buy my house. Because I was trying to buy my first house with my rib, and I had got into a car accident with no question. I didn't even ask for it. And he you know, he wise. He already in the truth for a minute. He let me hold his car for damn near a year. I forgot it was his car for a second. and I was able to get my credit right to buy my first house, and I bought my house, and I still had the car, you know what I'm saying, until I finally bought my first car, and he the one that helped me get the first car too. So, you know what I'm saying, the truth ain't been nothing but help to me and my family. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the embodiment of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers did an excellent job of displaying what the truth actually is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And when I came up here to Philly, you know what I'm saying, these brothers up here have been showing me love since. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I just get love everywhere in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Brothers been hooking me up when I got problems with my new house now when it comes to my washer and dryers. And it's the same things, you know what I'm saying? So now that I'm a little bit higher ranking, I try to do the same things the brothers that were above me showed me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a brother call, I try to answer their calls, and I try to answer or give them help when it came to helping them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give this. It's just like saying I try to give back what was given to me. You know what I'm saying? To somebody that coming into the truth now, I try to give back with the same shit that I was given. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got in, and that's what actually that's what makes me stay in. Because how would that look if somebody invested into me, right? Brothers down south, brothers in Philly invested in their time and their even money or their brotherhood into me, and I just lead the truth. Those are the things I think about when I even, like, some demons have me faltering or something like that. And that's what I think brotherhood is supposed to be on. Like, I might want to fall out, but them reminders are always there. And then you still got the scriptures to help you fight those things too. So.
Why did it specifically couldn't get into it? Why did you feel like you couldn't find brotherhood?
I couldn't find brotherhood there because the structure, I feel like, well, now I'm in the truth, it's because the structure, it wasn't from the Most High, first off. The second is because it wasn't created by my peers. You know how it says your neighbors? It wasn't something structured for uplifting blacks or Hispanics. It was still segregation in the army. You know what I'm saying? Brothers today in the military will still tell you it's still a separation between us. You know what I'm saying? Desegregation didn't happen in the military. Back in the day, Fayetteville was separated in, I think it's called Springfield or something like that. That's where they put the blacks. Blacks and whites still don't like hanging out with each other in the army today. We still got our different things. And I tried to be the binder between the two or whatever, try to make it mix. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought America was the answer. And then you start realizing it's never going to happen. Like, this isn't supposed to be. Like, you're going against nature when you're trying to make two nations be one. You know what I'm saying? And when I started realizing that, I started searching for that answer. You know what I'm saying? That brotherhood is never going to be with white people, because white people hate you. I don't know if y'all realize, white people really don't like you. Whether they try to play liberal or whether they try to play conservative, they don't look at you like a brother, because they will always put you as the cannon fodder. They always going to have an excuse on why you can excel better than them. It's always when you perform better than them in PT, or what you call athletics, which the Army, they call PT physical training, right? And most blacks and Hispanics, we were very talented when it comes to that. Our scores is higher than theirs. They try to use steroids to keep up with us or whatever, but that's another story. But they always say, oh, it's genetics. It's because slaves, they used to breed the slaves with the most physical, you know what I'm saying? They used to say they used to breed us like how they breed dogs with the attributes, you know what I'm saying, like that. And that's the reason why you do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came into truth, they started explaining certain things. Like, we are the chosen people of God. Like, this is why we're blessed, or why and then the scripture, you are the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? So when those things were brought to me, it gave me answers to questions that I couldn't answer while I was in the army. You know know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over there sitting like, I guess I'm just never, I start giving the white people at my job attitudes, in the army attitudes, like, I don't give a fuck what this cracker saying. Like, I don't care what you talking about, commander so-and-so, you know what I'm saying? Because they like they like to make you feel good when you acting like a slave. And once I start learning the truth, I was like, I started having a little bit of backbone. Like, I wasn't just taking the BS. And then they start acting totally different when I start having a little backbone about my people. Like, I wasn't letting them make the certain jokes no more. It wasn't no more, oh, black people doing this, or, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no more of those jokes. So I start cutting that, and now they start treating you different. The awards don't come no more. The promotions don't come no more. You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't doing your job, but they rely on you still. You know what I'm saying? So that brotherhood was never there in the military. So once I start feeling that, I think I started feeling that when I was in Afghanistan in 2020, into 2019. I started realizing, like, I need to find something. You know what I'm saying? I need to find something with my people, because I was in a unit that was majority white. I was jumping out of planes. I was in 82nd. So it was hard for me to find my people because I was always around white people. So when I finally got around my people, I was like the white boy, because I like canoeing, and I like whitewater rafting and hiking and stuff. You know, the stuff that our people usually don't get into. So it was hard for me to commingle. So once I found the truth, then I was able to get back to my roots and explain things to my people better, talk to the upper class of blacks and Hispanics, and I can still correlate to the lower class blacks and Hispanics. So that's why I just, you know what I'm saying, that's what made me finally decide I'm not re-enlisting. That's what finally made me sound like,
for the people that like, always like, a lot of numbers. Regiment, and like, so you was in the army?
yes.
So what's like
The name of it, of my unit?
Yeah.
Oh, I was in 1508, so it's called First Infantry 5. This is the it's 1508 Infantry Parachute Regiment. You know what I'm saying? We call it the Red Devils. It is 3rd Brigade, 82nd Airborne Division. So historically, 82nd jumped in many battles. You know what I'm saying? They jumped in World War I, II. I think World War I is when they was first activated. We was in Panama. You got to learn all these things while you was in the military. You know what I'm saying? And majority of the time, 82nd was white. But then, as I got into the truth, you start listening for key things that they say and pictures that be in our battalion or our brigade walls. And it's not the biggest pictures. It's not the one that's in the front of our building. It's always on like some corner, back alley corner. You like, who this nigga right here? Who are these group of niggas? They got like, you'll start finding the different groups of nigga soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like blacks and Hispanics that were regiments, but they put them off in some corner somewhere. But a lot of times they don't tell you that a lot of these brothers were the reason why America won some of these wars. You know what I'm saying? There was a parachute regiment. I believe they were considered a firefighter regiment or something like that. And they went over a World War, just like the Tuskegee. They say they used them for BS missions, but a lot of times they weren't. They were supposed to be dead. They were supposed to be cannon fodder. Like they just sent them out to die, like the suicide missions, and they came back with like complete. Like they did their mission. You know what I'm saying? So being in the truth, you start like fiending for more of that, more answers to like where was the niggas at? Because even to the co-workers I work with now, they don't even like saying that niggas were a part of the wars. They like to say we was in the kitchens. But then you go look at actual history, you gotta dig deep for it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at them what them books called of bodies that were dead from Vietnam to World War II and all that. You try to find those answers and you'll find out niggas was as much as part of the war as white folks. You know what I'm saying? And we were the intricate, like we were actually important in the war. You know what I'm saying? Because they put us in missions that they thought were supposed to be impossible to complete. But we wind up doing what we do as Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Fucking doing the damn thing. So that just pushed me even more to the truth when I start fiending for them answers. And Esau couldn't Esau couldn't provide me with them, but the truth did. So that's what pushed me even more, and that's why I feel like I start coming into the truth fierce, and why I got my name, because it made me mad when I found out I was special, and this whole time I'm over here with white men joking about our people, our my people. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a low state. I'm over here joking with officers, captains, and stuff like that, and lieutenants about my people, and then I realize we better than them. You know what I'm saying? Just because they try to label our nappy hair and our dark skin as something that's bad, and how we are right now as a people, as a society, our society is destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I used to joke with them, and then I started realizing, I got pissed off. Like, I got mad. Like, I remember one time I got in trouble. I got Article 15. Article 15 is like being written up, like heavy though, like not no like slap on the wrist. I had got Article 15. I put my grills in. This is when I found out Solomon, he said rows of gold teeth. I put my grills in. I went up to the commanders. I was ready to fight my commander. I had to make sure I had the gold teeth in because I wanted to make a statement. You know, the dumbest shit you could do. Because he just, I felt like he was racist because he was always picking on the niggas in our, I think we called it a section. Not our section, our company. Because it was always niggas that was always in trouble for some reason. Because I remember in Afghanistan, they had this one brother, he was Jamaican, Benjamite. They had him making sandbags. If you know anything about that, Afghanistan is 132 degrees regular during the summer. Like, that's normal. That's cool weather. You know what I'm saying? So they had him out there in full kit, full battle rattle. Battle rattle is when you got your vest, all your ammo. Ammo itself is probably like 30 pounds. Like FMJ rounds and all that, helmet, and his kit with all plates inside. So they had the plates is heavy as hell. Plates is probably like 25 pounds each plate. So you got your front, back, and then you got your little plates on the side. So that's like 10, boom. And they had him outside in the desert just making sandbags for some reason. I forget what they said he did, but he was a medic. And I remember I talked to him. He the reason why I even got the gig I got now. He was a cool brother too. But they had him out there slaving like he was a clown or something, but he was smart as hell. He was stronger than I was. He just wasn't going for the little jokes and stuff. So that's why they say like now I talk to the Edomites at my job now, they tell you to just play the game. At the time I was playing the game, and he was one of them strong brothers. He wasn't in the truth, he's still in the world, but he just was not for that. You know what I'm saying? He was not playing around with that. You know what I'm saying? So they had him out there, and that just, I got that article. I was on they call it extra duty. Oh no, I didn't touch him or nothing like that. I had we talked it out because I should have finished the story. A brother from the Virgin Islands had stopped me from going to his office, like right outside his office, because he seen I was pissed off, I guess, because he was already doing something with his other son. It was a brother from the Virgin Islands. His name's Sergeant Aska. I remember this brother. He called me sometimes too. He down in South Carolina right now as a drill sergeant. He stopped me and was like, "What the hell are you going to get from this?" You know what I'm saying? Like he just trying to talk to me, and while the other soldiers, like he was a sergeant at the time, and there was other soldiers gassing me up, like, yeah, go ahead, talk to, you know what I'm saying? And he over there like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna like think? Like, he was basically telling me to be wise in your decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna get out of that? You know what I'm saying? What, you gonna get kicked out the army? You probably gonna go to jail, because if you assault an officer, that's a federal crime. So now I got a felony. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like the other brothers that I was around in the military. Those brothers either smoked weed, went to jail, or rehab and got kicked out with other things. Like, some of them brothers I was in the army with are homeless now. So he honestly saved me from a different outcome. And when I started asking brothers in the truth about how I should respond to things, they gave me more wisdom on how to respond to our enemy in the world. That's when they showed me to agree with your adversary quickly, you know what I'm saying, and how to strategically move about in those spaces. You know what I'm saying? You don't always gotta face Esau in a physically violent way, because like that's what children do. When they don't get your way, you just automatically resort to throwing a tantrum. I gotta punch him in the face because I know he's doing me wrong. He controls everything around me, but I gotta punch him in the face. And they taught me that's not the answer all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I talked to him. I tried to talk to him, but I still got that article.
You got an article.
Yeah, you get that article regardless. Ain't no fighting that. The commander is literally like the mayor of the company. He runs everything. You ain't getting over that. But yeah, that brother, he stopped me from doing that. And then after that, I started getting the truth. I still was hard-headed. I was still a young man in the truth while in the military. I was hyped to talk about the scriptures to the black sergeants I had. Always trying to cut them. Always getting in trouble still. And when I finally got out, then I started doing my own thing, getting my own money, and start making my own moves. But yeah.
Like we was talking about before, and I watched the documentary. I heard that in the past few years was a problem. It may have always known, but there's an issue in the military with white people leaving out the military and going on like domestic terrorists, white supremacists, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's.
Why do you think that's happening? Just from your experience of being around white people in the military, why do you think they leave the military and go?
I get what you're saying. I talked to brothers in the world about this too. When I was in Afghanistan, you'll see the bloodthirst. This is another reason why I knew the Bible was real. You'll see the bloodthirst of white people in a war zone. Like, I was a 25 uniform, so I was in charge of radio, satellites, and all that. So I was in charge of going to the towers where they stood guard, and those white boys love being in the infantry. And they behind a 50 cal. 50 cal bullet is about like that big. So if it go past your head, even if you miss, you're getting a concussion from the bullet. Like, that's how powerful that bullet is. And they'll be behind that powerful machine gun that spits like 50 cals like per second, whatever the hell it spits out. You know what I'm saying? And they'll just see somebody on the phone. You know what I'm saying? With kids. And they'll be reporting over the radio. Yeah, we got somebody suspicious. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So you'll see that bloodlust. Like, I think if they don't get that bloodlust, like, fed, you know what I'm saying? They come back to the States just wanting to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and then you'll see how they are in the military. Like, they don't like blacks and Hispanics. Like, it's not hidden either. Because not a lot of black people join infantry or mortars. You know what I'm saying? Because black people, the type of black folks I seen join those regiments are usually like whitewashed. Or at least they come in like a nigga and then they get whitewashed. Like, they get real whitewashed. You know what I'm saying? They start talking differently and stuff like that. And they start talking about how they niggas is this and niggas is that. And you'll see it. But I've been at some of their parties in the barracks. They won't even allow me in, or either other brothers like niggas or Hispanics in. You know what I'm saying? So God knows what the hell they really doing. They might be doing some initiations, tattooing swastikas. I seen tattooed swastikas on people in the military. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was being from the highest ranks to the lowest ranks. I wouldn't be surprised because they display it like they won't be touched by it. Like, if they sexually assault a sister in there, they'll just move them to another unit. Nothing will be done. They won't be going to jail. The system will be comforted. And then sometimes if they really don't give a damn and they feel like they're powerful, the sister just want to sit there. She'll probably have to work with him still. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times they don't even care. Like, that's how much. Because, just like with the sister that I think was in Texas, the family didn't even know if the sister was dead or not until like weeks later. But the army did. That's how much the military, wherever they stationed at, they run that town. That's why they got their own police. They got everything. So, like, they powerful as hell. And I believe those people that's in the KKK or whatever, Proud Boys, it's strong in there. That's why most of them people that went to Tennessee that day is probably from the military. If they weren't in the military then, they served in the military before. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them dudes come from the strong South. You know what I'm saying? And they play the face right outside the military, but in the military, that's like where they home at. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is in the military. Them people, they don't like blacks and Hispanics, man. It ain't for us. That's why I tell brothers that try to join now, they tell me like, but what I'm gonna do? Like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time, like, I always offer a hand because they always think the military got that free schooling. You get money, first and the 15th. Almost like you go to the hood and they get SSI checks. You know what I'm saying? They see that as an answer. When I feel like, nigga, you gonna have to figure out something. Like if I give you something, you don't want to do it. All right, you don't want like electricity or whatever. Boom, that's cool. But you gotta figure out what you want to do. That's not gonna damage you or your people. You know what I'm saying? And work for it instead of trying to go the easy route. Everything ain't meant to be gotten the easy route, and that's the military for blacks and Hispanics. And it's not even easy when you get there. People think it's going to be easy. You pass basic training, that was easy. And then you talk to the brothers and sisters that got out. The sisters talk about how they were raped or sexually assaulted, and the brothers sometimes sexually assaulted. They don't talk about that, the hazing that go through. They over there spanking you with brooms, or I done heard a whole bunch of stories. Sometimes they make you sleep with whores and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of nasty stuff that go in the military. They try to keep on the down low. And it's tradition. Like it's a tradition units have. And they try to push that on brothers and sisters. So nah, they ain't never get me. They ain't never gonna get me. Nah, I got drunk a couple times, but they ain't never get me. They try to get you. They try to get you. I feel like the Lord had his hand on me the whole time. He was watching out for me because I could have been out bad like some of these brothers, some of these other dudes out here.
Left the army and you're here.
Right.
How did you change your life?
It changed my life, and I say it changed my life in good. And obviously it's mostly good, but the only thing I would say that I thought was bad, or mentally you would think is bad, is the loss of friends and family. In reality, the Lord removed those people from your life because they was already a negative impact on your life in the first place. You know, that when you start coming, I came back to Philly, and your friends like, you out the army, why you not smoking no more? I thought you was only start smoking because the army. And you be like, nah, I believe X, Y, and Z now. And they looking at you all weird. Now you don't come around because all they do is smoke. And then you, from the outside, you looking as in the truth, you like, man, I miss so-and-so. I used to love my brother, you know what I'm saying? But then you look at it like, that nigga only just smoke. He live in his mom's house, in his mom's basement. He's smoking all of the day. Like, the hell are you doing with your life? I done did this, and this since I stopped smoking. You know what I'm saying? I accomplished these things. What am I accomplishing next? I got my whole life planned out now. I have a structure for my family. I have a kid on the way. Like, I'm blessed right now from the Most High. While he going through, he got 10 females. He don't even know if they his kids. You know what I'm saying? He got street drama. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, shooting up his crib and all types of stuff. So that's the good things I feel like came out of it, out of the truth, you know what I'm saying? And then whether my wife believe it or not, it provided structure for my family. Actually, I think my wife do believe it provided structure. You know, Eve just want to be damn Eve all the time. And I think it just spiced things up for her. She want to argue for no reason. You done gave her the damn answer to the test and it came back A+. She still want to argue with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be like that. But the truth gave me the answers to the test. And it's something Officer Barkael said one time in the class. He was like, the Lord gave you the play. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is the play, like the playbook. Just run the damn play. So once I start doing that and start listening to the coach, which is the Most High, you know what I'm saying? I start doing that. Ain't nothing, nobody can stop me now. Like, shit. You want to be the next boss at your job? Shit, go do it. You want to go, you know what I'm saying, get another property? Shit, go do it. What's stopping you? You know what I'm saying? The Most High on your side. That's the most confidence you can give any black boy. You know what I'm saying? You give a black boy a spine, he gonna fucking run the world. It's like, he gonna run the world. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go conquer shit, which is what the Most High wanted for blacks and Hispanics. So that's why I enjoy the truth, and I can't wait for my son to get here. You know what I'm saying? So I can instill that in him and see what it would be like for a black boy to get this at birth. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get it at birth. So now I get to see it like first hand. Like, all right, nigga, you know Christ is black. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you're supposed to act as a man. You know what I'm saying? That you got these rules and regulations. You could call yourself a king, but you got to act like a king too. A king doesn't eat this. A king acts like this. You know what I'm saying? The Most High loves you. So now what? And you get to see how he acts. You know what I'm saying? Without the what do you call it? The negative traits that I had from birth. So now I get to see those things. And how he acts for niggas hating on him and shit like that.
Alright, so what would you say the best lesson you learned from dating? Marijuana? Was it the army?
The best lesson I learned from joining the truth is that nothing can't hold his liquor. And he can't drink. Nah, I'm fucking kidding you. Nah, the best lesson. Count. Best lesson I learned, it honestly had to be brotherhood, because without brotherhood, you wouldn't achieve nothing. Honestly, like I wouldn't have no properties. I probably wouldn't have my ribs still. I probably wouldn't have no family. I'll probably be just another veteran on the street complaining about how the army did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Without brotherhood, what would I be doing? Sitting laid up like by myself, being a bum? Brotherhood gives you something to do. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you should take pride in your work. And the work that I like doing is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I like talking to people on the street on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? I like going to class. I like talking to class. I like breaking down scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And I think my family see it too, because I'm a middle child. They come to me for answers. All my siblings. And sometimes it be taking me back. Like, damn, my older sister, who's about like 10 years older than me, or my older brother, like a couple years older than me, be asking me for relationship advice or like advice on life or how to handle things. So, you know, it makes me take that step back to actually be like, damn, I'm grateful for the brotherhood people gave me. So now I can give it to my actual family and friends, you know what I'm saying? And we start fixing shit in our community.
Right. Okay. So we're going to wrap this in this
The realest. Shalom.
Said I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain.